Hey everyone, I'm Captain Forrest Falcon. Welcome back to Majora's Mask Randomizer Craziness. Okay, so we are finally getting to explore a new area here, thanks to getting that hot spring water from fairies last episode. Can't believe I just didn't end up checking that out. That would have saved us a whole bunch of time, but on the plus side, we did at least get a lot of checks done anyway. So there is that. Now, do I need to check all these snowballs or not? Like, I'm not sure if there's... That's a problem. Like I said, I'm not fully sure on what all the settings I set are, so... I'm just gonna be checking almost everything and anything. Because after all, some random pots have had stuff. So I don't know, maybe some random snowballs will have stuff. Let's see, what do you have for me? Okay, I think you're telling me the exact same thing that the previous one was telling me. There's so many of those gossip stones, I guess it's only natural that you might have some that end up being repeats. Also, why do I have Goron Link? Why do I have the Goron mask in that slot? Like, Fierce Deity is the one I need to have in a C slot for transformation purposes. My gosh, I could not... He is just too big to hit everything that's so small before him. The entire world is just like ants to him. So he just swings over everything. Truly a being that is only interested in fighting other gods. Other gods, that's why he, in the regular Majora's Mask, he only bothers to show up when you do boss fights. Everything else in the game is beneath him. Okay, and with the help of Goron Link, easy enough to get past this. So yeah, just getting that one hot spring water, just getting that really opens this entire area to us. Now the thing is that I don't know if that's going to necessarily lead to progress. We still need to actually find something here. Which we very well may not. Okay, Link, thank you. I'm gonna check every single spot here. My gosh, these guys are just always such a pain. This is the one downside to not having... Okay. Like I said, this is why I need to check everything. Like, so anyone who's like looking at this and like, oh, what are you doing? You're gonna break every snowball along this path? Yes! Yes, I am. Because stuff like that keeps happening. And heck, I found like, we got magic power from a random rupee in like the grass or the bushes in terms of the field. Like, you have no idea where something special could be. Like, oh my gosh, there's so many of these guys. Are you kidding me? Where the heck did you go? You just went skating all over the place. Okay, so one thing we need is... He's just gonna want his meat, or his rock sirloin. I'm gonna go insane trying to hit all these stupid little snowballs. Ice trap. New wave bossa nova. That is a great pickup, but we can't get there yet because we don't have Epona. We don't have a way to get over that fence. So that's our first song of the game. First song. Unfortunately, it doesn't open up anything to us right now, at least. But it is a progression item. Oh, cool. I like how I was paranoid about the ice trap when I saw the song, and then it's just like, oh, I got it, and I let my guard down, and then it's like, oh, yeah, no, there's plenty ice traps waiting for you. Where'd the fairy go? Seriously? When I actually need you, you just bail on me. Okay, so I don't believe we can do... There's a random pot up there. How do we get up there? Oh my gosh. It's gotta be something. That pot has to have something in it. Was that Scarecrow? Do I need Mr. Scarecrow Man to get up there? Is that what the game's telling me? I got a fairy. So, is there anything else up there? Why do the fairies all hate me? Like, every fairy is just like, no, you don't need health. I know, I'm just asking for a single heart. Is that so much to ask? They're like, no. Anyway, we got really, really fortunate that we actually ended up finding progress that last episode, because that very well could have been the end of this run right here. You somehow did not flip. My gosh. We're really getting we're getting straight fairies, but we're not close to getting one of the upgrades yet. We got the mirror shield. Cool. So we don't have a sword, but we have the mirror shield. Again, we aren't in an area where that will actually give us progress. That's such a ridiculous thing. Like, we spend so much time, like, in some areas just getting nothing. And then you come here and it's just like, oh, look inside a random snowball. Get actual progression items. I don't think there's anything I can do here. And he probably... I was going to say maybe I can cheat him into giving me the sword upgrade, but I don't think that would work because this game does have a way for you to lose your sword. So he would... they would have reason to put in the game dialogue for him saying, oh, you don't have a sword. Sorry, there's nothing I can do about that. Oh, I should get the hot spring water. Well, it's actually not important until I've seen the baby. I need to see the baby first, then I could come here with the hot spring water and thaw out the elder. Oh my gosh, it's... How many ice traps? How many ice traps did I select? I swear, there's no way that I selected like a high number. I swear, I did not select that many. Okay, we broke one, but it's gonna... Okay, not respawn. Oh, no. There's things beneath the ice. There's rupees that are just hanging out in the ice. Freestanding rupees. Everyone is just hanging out in snowballs. Give me some hearts, please. No? Okay. It's just gonna be one of those days running around breaking snowballs. That's the entirety of this episode. Because you never know when you're gonna get just something actually useful. Like, you see all these green rupees, they actually are checks, I'm assuming. Because sometimes you get magic power, sometimes you get nothing. Oh my gosh, I hate them. I hate them so much. You miss one attack on them, and then they just leave and keep on bouncing around forever. I see a purple rupee down there. Is that... I should have known. I should have known better. I keep on, like, getting my hopes up. Okay, you want to come in? Come on, try something. And you're done. Not gonna be a problem for me. We also have... I could get the hot spring water and... Oh, wait. we don't actually know what hot spring water is. So we want to get a ferry and then bring the hot spring water back here. What is that? It looks like a map. Is that the Bomber's Notebook? Okay, so the Bomber's Notebook is frozen beneath the ice. Don't know what kind of field trip that kid was on when he lost it here. I'm assuming that they probably would have come here during the springtime. Because then it might actually be nice swimming weather, that sort of thing. Okay, there is... I do need to remember... I need to remember to save Granny. Because it is getting about that time. Okay, I'm going to be careful. That was just a bloopy. Yeah, so that is... We know that is a fake. You can't fool me, game. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Like, the thing is I didn't see what it was. Because if I'd seen it and known it was... actually, we got goat's remains. It's not Georg. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. I was thinking maybe it was the exact same remains we had, in which case it would have been a major red flag if it's like, oh, here's an item that you already have. It's definitely not a trap waiting to freeze you. Okay, so we're going to come down here. We can break. We actually can't break that much here because these are special ones that actually force you to use bombs. It's just a Poe. Lousy Poes. Can we even do anything with Poes besides hurt ourselves? Not really. So this is pretty useless. So no need to worry about hot spring water ever again. Oh wait, we haven't checked with Tingle. What's in this one? That's number 8. Okay, so we need to check with Tingle. He's probably going to sell us more green rupees. Because let's see, was Snowhead a green rupee? It probably was, and then next would be... Actually, wouldn't we have seen both of these before? Because we've been to both... Because Woodfall, the Tingle there in the Southern Swamp, he'd already have shown us our thing. And then, yeah, so we know both of these. So a complete worthless trip. Worthless Tingle. Nothing to show from you. That is not what I wanted to do. Oh, but now that we have access to the mountains, I need to get the swamp title deed, because I can actually get trade for the flower there. And we can check up there, and maybe that has something. Probably not, but you never know. Me having to be super paranoid about checking every single inch of this place for potential hidden items. Okay, there's more balls of snow to... This is just the snowball episode. We're gonna break like every snowball that we come across. Some are just gonna be green rupees, but you never know when you might come across something like an ice trap masquerading as Georg's remains. Or an ice trap. Nice! So now we don't have to worry about our issues with those bigger rocks. We can actually check those. Now it's just arrows. But that's good. We got another progression item. It opens up a few things to us. It actually opens up Honey and Darling mini-game section. I'm not sure. Do we need the bow, though? Okay, I need to write that down. So we're at the small snowball next to the to that thing. Okay, had to cut away for a bit. Had to go back to my list and double-check some things, because there was one thing that I missed. I forgot to put down the swamp title deed, so I had to go back to footage and look that over to figure out where it happened to be that occurred. Yeah, and that was in the laundry pool. Yeah, so... Oh my gosh, you stupid thing. So I am using a list just to keep track of things that I've already gotten, but as for figuring out checks and things like that, oh my gosh, really? We're gonna die to ice traps in this. As for figuring out where all these checks are, I want to rely on my own personal knowledge in that regard. So it's like, I'm not... Even if I get like stuck to the point where the run is dead, I'm planning on just letting the run die. If I can't beat it, then I will just accept my defeat at the game. Okay, seriously? Thank you, thank you. I swear, if I died to the stupid Tektites, forget dying to the... How many ice traps is that? Like, it's kind of fitting, though. I mean, we are in an area that is suffering from, like, a perpetual blizzard. Can we actually see what's up there? Is that anything important? Just as long as it's not, like, a story progression item. Like, the kind of thing that I would need to come back and get again and again later. I think it's just a heart piece. I mean, a heart piece is good, and I still want it. But, yeah. Looks like it's actually default. Somehow. You never know. Sometimes you get the items that actually being what they're supposed to be. It doesn't help it a lot. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. I mean, unless, of course, it's green rupees being located where green rupees are. That does happen a lot. So this is where we get to enjoy having the lens of truth. We can just skip talking to the owl. We don't need his help. He's not going to give us anything special for this. But it's such a relief to be able to do this section without having to do it blind. That is just such a miserable experience if you're trying to relearn that whole thing. Okay, so now that we have bombs, we can check what is in these kind of rocks. We should also check the grass. Plenty of bombs. But doesn't look like anything that's an actual drop. Or actually, I think the whole drop is bombs, because there is no way there should be that many bombs coming out of the grass there. Like, that was a case of, like, every single thing there is just bombs. Oh, what? That is not what I wanted to do. Okay, so keep this up so we can get all the chests we want. Can I keep this running? And as for here, this is all going to just be magic, is that right? Yep, it's all magic. So there might be one other small chest, though. Yeah, so that's an interesting way of... But that grass didn't have anything in it. Okay, so I don't think there's any other chests. Maybe that is just default. I'm not sure. Okay. Good to know. I wish I'd gotten that a little earlier in this cycle. We would have been able to do Romani Ranch. But I guess it's not quite as important because it was like bomb upgrade and stray fairy. That was what it was. But still, I still like to do it. I don't care if there's nothing there. I still will do that check anyway. Okay, seriously, this is the problem with doing this, especially when invisible, because Link will do weird jump stuff like that. Okay, so I think that... Did I not check that one? And also, we got a quiver upgrade, so that counts as the bow. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I guess the way that works is that the quiver is just like considered like, you know, your standard bow upgrade sort of thing. Am I crazy? Are these the same or are they different? There's no way I need to check all of this again. Yeah, the ice traps are still ice traps, but I missed the bow. Like it was right there and I just passed right over it. Maybe. Because I got that one, so maybe I missed the one that was out front there. Yeah, like this all seems to be the same. I just missed... Man, could you imagine how bad this would go if I had not ended up actually getting that snowball? This is why you have to be so meticulous and careful with all of your checks. Because the very last snowball in this entire area that I did not happen to get ended up having the bow. Of all things. Yeah, that's a nice trap. It's like, in my mind, I'm sort of paranoid because it's like, oh, I should check that because maybe it has something, maybe it doesn't. Brox, do you have anything for us? Doesn't seem like it. Nothing we can do for the baby right now, but we do need to talk to him. We can talk to him, that'll trigger his dad, giving us the option to get the song, which will probably be nothing. The shop here could have something. Anything we can break? I always love this area. Like it's like there's all this extra detail that just doesn't need to be here. Like the shop is just like this cool little cave area. I just love it. It's just one of the things I really like. So we got the bombs, we got arrows. These don't seem to be randomized. The prices are, but they don't seem to be randomized. There are a few things that are randomized. I guess it's only like unique things that aren't like replenishable that you buy. Okay, there definitely was stuff in here. Oh my gosh, the baby, it won't stop. Man, I kind of regret doing the checks now and not after I have the song so I can just put the baby to sleep immediately and then not have to deal with this. It just keeps on going on and on. It's getting to be so much, I decided to just cut out ice arrows. Wow. So after going on a near drought last episode, now we're getting a whole bunch of stuff. With the bow, we can't do anything, though. We can do the water temple when we can get there, but we don't have a horse. But we could get something. We need songs. We need something else. We need Epona. Epona's song... Okay, so we just got the green rupee. Huh. I didn't realize that was an option to have. So I must have had, like... I must have had the option to have, like, quick, shut the baby up as an option. So suddenly the song isn't quite as important. I mean, it's still very important because we do need to get into Snowhead. But yeah, now we can do the torches. We can do the rest of this area. We can get the meat. I keep calling it meat when it's really just a lump of rock. But it's a meat to the Gorons. So wow, I was not expecting to get so many progression items in this episode. The weird thing is that it doesn't feel like it's opened a lot up to us yet. Strange to say. Like, we've got the bow, but it's not like we have the ability to get into Snowhead yet, or the ability to go and start Great Bay. We don't even have the ability to do Woodfall yet because we don't have the song there either. But we can do the entirety now of, we can do the full Honey and Darling minigame now because we have our own bow. I don't think it counts if you use theirs. Now, I'm gonna be, I could just take that. But just in case, I'm gonna break all of these. Okay, I just spent a bit of time going there and breaking every single one of those just on the off chance that some other item dropped out of there, but I guess that doesn't happen. So I think we'll finish off this episode by delivering the rock sirloin. It's been pretty good. It's been a surprisingly good episode in terms of progression items. The one thing that bothers me though is that it hasn't opened up any dungeon or new area for us yet. Like the big items now that we need, we do have the bow that helps a lot, but it doesn't quite give us the progression that we need. We can't do like the one dungeon song that we've got is for an area that we can't get to, and we don't have access to any of the other temples. We do not have access to like 2 of the major areas. So what we could really use, hookshot I don't think is that useful at the moment. Like obviously it'll be great to pick up the hookshot, but yeah, it's just not something to consider right now. I bet I could also go up there and get, I wonder if I have just quick songs or something. So I don't know whether or not we'll be able to get the Goron mask or not. Like, it worked instantly with the baby. I don't think it'll work with Darmani. Map of Snowhead. Actual useful item that's relevant to the area. Let's see. We also have the area up there. Even though we can't actually get to Snowhead, we still want to check that area out. But you know what? Let me just check something. Yeah, so you know what? Before we go up there and continue things, I think that this is a good stopping point. Because I think we got a ton of progression items here. We made a lot of progress. We still don't quite have access to everything that we need. We are the major thing we're missing now is we're really short on songs. Oh, I completely forgot we also got the mirror shield. There's another item that we can't use right now. We've really gotten some of the Akana stuff here. We've got Gibdo's mask and mirror shield. And then we have the bow and ice arrows and the powder keg. So good progression, but not quite what we're looking for at the moment. However, there's still quite a few checks to do here, and personally, I went and forgot to do Operation Save Granny, so we won't see what that item is in this cycle or what the bargain item is. I think I accidentally sped up time instead of slowing it down, so time is just flowing really fast anyway, so we'll probably be on the next cycle by the end of next episode anyway. So next time we're going to finish up checking out the whole mountains area. And if we don't get really good progression item that'll let us either get into a dungeon or get to another region, yeah, then we're gonna reset time and start once again crunching down. Like that's the thing, we got the hot spring water to get up here, but it's still crunch time. Still really have to bear down and try and search every nook and cranny for just every little thing. So, thank you all so much for watching. May you soar like the amazing falcons you are and have a wonderful day. Peace out.